Holidays. Hope you're doing well. Welcome into episode 12 of Pick and Roll with the Presley Bros. Glad to be back.
Yes.
Together once again. Last week I was out. I missed the episode. Dalton did it by himself. We had a stomach bug running through our house, and it was not fun. So wasn't able to be here, but glad to be back this week for a big show. It's a late night episode.
Yeah,
another super late night episode. But we got some games to react to. We'll do that here first. And then we've got to talk about the dumbest NCAA tournament take I have ever heard from Joel Klatt. And Joel has since come out. We'll talk about this. He's since come out and said his take was terrible. Yeah. But still, we got to talk about this because, I mean, it was so atrocious that we've got to roast it a little bit.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone say anything negative about March Madness before, really. Especially the tournament.
This was bad.
To my knowledge. But please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. It's down below. It's free to you. It does nothing to you. No notifications, no emails.
I mean, they probably will get notifications.
Well, if you sign up for notifications, you can do no notifications.
Okay.
So, you don't have to have notifications for us when we go live or anything. But please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow this page. We're on our way to 100 subscribers.
50.
No.
I'm aiming for 50.
100 subscribers. We're only 4 away from 50.
All right, whatever.
We're at 100 this point. We're on our way to 100 subscribers. Please subscribe and like the video. Bring your friends with us and follow along. We really want to grow this channel. But we're going to dig right into the episode. We're going to react to some games, as Tucker just said. We want to dig right into that?
Yeah, let's go right into some games. Over the weekend, had some really good games on Saturday. And I think what we'll do is we'll kind of start off with we're going to do the ranked matchups, or games that involved ranked teams. And the one that was the biggest disappointment of a game was Auburn and Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
This is now Auburn's, if I'm not mistaken, Auburn's third loss by 25 plus to a ranked team.
Let's see.
Right. It's Purdue. It's
they lost
Michigan.
By 30 to Michigan.
Okay.
They lost by
Arizona.
29 to Arizona, and they lost by 28 to Purdue.
Okay, so third loss by 28 plus.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's obvious. That is really not a great. I was shocked that they were even ranked at 21 going into this game. Now I don't think they're ranked anymore. I think they dropped out of the rankings.
They did drop out of the AP poll, and they deserve to.
You called it last time. You said once Auburn got out of the rankings that they were going to stay out. We'll see if that remains true. I mean, Auburn has had a tough schedule. They do play Queens next, and they get number 23 Georgia, Texas A&M, Arkansas.
Georgia's undefeated.
Georgia's 11-1.
They just lost
the game. They lost the game now.
Oh yeah, I think they lost to Xavier. I think, or no, Clemson.
I don't know. It doesn't look like they lost any games in December. Yeah, they did lose to Clemson by 3 in OT. I'm looking at. You're looking at this game. With Purdue, I think they outmatch.
Yeah,
Auburn. In terms of continuity with Braden Smith, Fletcher Lawyer, Trey Kaufman-Renn, in terms of shooting, and I think on the defensive end too.
Yeah, I'm not sure have you looked at the box score yet?
The box score of this game?
Just don't look yet. Just take a guess how many points Todd Pettiford had.
10.
5.
Yeah, that's not good.
Todd Pettiford had 5 points, 2 of 7 overall, 1 of 5 from 3.
He's got to take more shots than 7.
Yes.
I mean, like Kevin Overton or whatever his name is took 18.
Yeah.
That needs to be Todd Pettiford.
Yes.
Although he dropped 22.
Kershawn Hall only had 14. 5-11 overall, 2 of 6 from 3. And his 3-point jumper is not good.
Yeah. This is not a good shooting team.
No.
They went 28% from 3-point line. Todd Pettiford, your quote-unquote star player, it's like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Like he'll drop 30 and then he's dropping 5. And then he's, he hits some really big shots and then he misses all the big shots. Yep. I mean, it's like, it's just back and forth. And you look at, Purdue, they pretty much had they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in double figures and several others who a couple others who were close to double figures. Like they just had a balanced, attack. I mean, this was in Indiana.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I mentioned that it was pretty much a home game for Purdue, even though it was technically a neutral site. But I said my reference was it's like saying Birmingham is a neutral site for when Arizona came to Birmingham.
I mean,
so
Purdue dominated everything.
Yeah.
56% field goal percentage to 36 for Auburn, 46 3-point percentage for Purdue, 28 for Auburn, 100% free throws. That's impressive for Purdue. I recognize they are a really good free throw shooting team. When they played Alabama, Auburn shot 69%. Now, they did lose a turnover battle by 1. Rebounds, they out-rebounded Auburn by 11.
Yep.
I mean,
36-25.
I think that's really all we need to say about this game.
Yeah,
Auburn, here's the thing, though. If you're an Auburn fan, you have to be encouraged by this. They have proven that they can play with anybody.
By playing with Houston?
Yes. They only lost to Houston by 1 point. And they beat I think, not a great St. John's team, but a decent St. John's team.
Yeah.
So, like, you can compete. I mean, you only lost to Houston, who just handled Arkansas. You hung with them, could have won the game. So
it's 3 shots at it.
Yeah, it's just what version of Auburn are you going to get? And right now, against the top teams, aside from Houston, they are getting absolutely just whooped.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to struggle in the SEC.
I think they're going to struggle in the SEC, and I'm not even sure if they're going to end up making the tournament, honestly.
I think they'll make the tournament.
They might, but at this point, they probably have. I don't remember how many losses last year's Auburn team had overall, but they probably didn't have much more than 4.
Yeah,
probably right around that number.
I think they had like 6 or 7.
So
it's close to that.
I see what you did there. For our young crowd out there.
Okay. Next game up, the other game that was kind of not as disappointing, but it was the biggest margin of the games we're going to talk about. Second biggest margin. Kentucky finally picks up a ranked win against St. John's. And St. John's has been disappointing.
Oh, man.
I mean, like, when Alabama went and beat them in like the second game of the season, they were ranked like 4th or 5th. I thought that was a huge win for Bama, and that's just looking worse.
And it was at home for them,
and worse for St. John's. Yeah. St. John's up by 7 at half, and I was like, here it goes again for Kentucky. But they came out in the second half and just put on a clinic offensively and won the half by 19 points, 53-34. So, your thoughts?
St. John's offense this year is horrible. Like, I thought it was bad last year, and I was like, okay, they're going to get a boost this year. They have Ian Jackson coming in. They got Bryce Hopkins back because he was hurt a lot last year. And Zuby Ejiofor comes back. Now, he might not be like a huge offensive threat, but he's probably their best player overall. And they are just not good. Like, Bryce Hopkins is averaging 14 points a game. That's 150th plus. Ian Jackson averaging 11.4 points a game. That's obviously 150 plus. Like, I don't know what it is. If like these guys just can't score the ball, or Rick Pitino's offense is not working for them. They just have to find another scheme. Like the way we were talking about Kentucky, like how they need to find another scheme. It's the same thing here. Now, I'm not going to go out so far and say that Kentucky's back. I don't think St. John's is that good. They have 4 losses as well, just like Kentucky does. But at least Kentucky finally gets a ranked win, because my goodness, if they would have lost this one,
no hope for them.
Oh my word. If they would have lost this one, it would be 7-5. It would have been 7-5.
I don't know what to say about, this team sometimes. I keep forgetting to click this thing to get off the welcome, by the way.
Yeah, but
need to be on game recap.
I do want to make one highlight is that they had everyone healthy. Because what's his name? Whatever his name is.
Quintons and Lowe played.
Jaden Quintons and Jalen Lowe both played this game. And they actually were a really big difference for the team.
They were.
Jaden Lowe had 13.
And only 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really good production.
And Jaden Quintons had 10 and 17.
Yeah.
So you're getting really good output for your guys.
Off the bench.
And Otega Owe, he kind of had a good game.
He did. He had 20.
But he went 6 of 17.
Hey. So at least he got some points.
And finally had. I don't know if honestly we don't have time to go back and look, but this might be his first 20-point game of the season.
I think he has maybe one other one, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, he just hasn't scored a lot. He's averaging, just for a guy you thought would probably average, 18 plus, averaging 14 and a half points per game. So he's been pretty disappointing as well. Just not a great team overall, both those ways, St. John's or Kentucky.
These have been two very disappointing teams, and like Bryce Hopkins, he's a transfer in from Providence, and he was way better at Providence than he is at St. John's. Like, I don't know what his deal is. I mean, he was a leading scorer with 13, and he went 4 of 11 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. Zuby Ejiofor, 12.3 of 11. That's not good enough from your two best players. It's just not. Like, you got to have. You're right. Their offense is just not good. I mean, they don't have any consistent threat, especially from like the 3-point line. I look at them. I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, Ian Jackson was really solid at North Carolina. He transferred from North Carolina. He's been horrible. He's not good. Been horrible this year for St. John's.
Yeah, it's been bad. So I mean, Kentucky getting a win. I mean, although I don't think St. John's is ranked anymore. If they are, not. They're not. I don't know if
they fall now.
I think it's going to be tough for them to climb back up in the rankings. I mean, they got 4 losses now, and
Big East isn't very competitive though, besides UConn. So
that's true.
But this year, it's not.
I don't see them beating UConn or even competing with UConn.
No, not this year. I thought they might. I thought they might at the beginning of the year. I think I even predicted St. John's to win the regular season or to win the tournament, and that's not going to happen. So
no. I was trying to look at
Ken Palm. At the end of the season, we will bash all the predictions that we've made.
Here's the crazy thing: is Kentucky and St. John's are back to back in Ken Palm, 19 and 20.
See, the fact that they're both that high is crazy to me. I sometimes I just don't understand how being 8-4 with no quality wins really can you be 19 and 20 on Ken Palm. It just doesn't make sense to me. Those are power ratings, by the way, not AP ratings, not coaching ratings. They're power ratings, right? Isn't that power ratings?
I mean, pretty much. I mean, it's got a lot of different things on here. Like He's accounting for your offense, your offensive rating, your defensive rating, and combining the two to make a top rating. Like there's your stuff about tempo here, like your adjusted tempo. It talks about strength of schedule, but it is kind of, it's pretty much like a power rating. Yeah. But it takes into account a lot of different things. And like Kentucky's offense is really good in terms of what I'm talking about is their schedule's not great. So their offense has looked really, really good against these bad teams that they've played. Like they dropped like 100 and something against Tennessee Tech or whoever it was a couple weeks ago. Even in some of the, like against Louisville, they still dropped like 80 something, even though they lost the game. So anyways, I am kind of shocked to see both of them this high too, though. Anyways, hats off to Kentucky to finally getting their win. Maybe they're finally getting healthy and that this will be a turnaround for this team. It's been a really rocky start. Yeah. I don't think beating St. John's is like going to save your season because they've got a tough road ahead still. I mean, you got the schedule. They're playing Alabama first to open up the season. Is it at Alabama?
It is.
Yeah, they're playing at Alabama.
Then they go – Missouri goes to Kentucky. Missouri's actually not a bad team this year.
Yes, they are. They got absolutely drilled.
Are they bad?
Yes. Their ranking is not bad, but they just got whooped by somebody. Illinois, I think, beat them by 40. Or was it 30?
Oh, 91-48. Yikes.
91-48?
Yes. Never mind. Maybe Missouri is really bad.
You realize that's a 50-point loss.
Oh, my goodness. No, it's not 50 yet. It would be 90.
I was thinking 40. I was thinking 91-40.
Okay. Then they go at Alabama, Missouri plays at Kentucky, Mississippi State plays at Kentucky. That's probably 2 wins. Then they go at LSU, at Tennessee. So,
yeah, this team, they just need to get healthy, and I'm curious to see how they'll.
Next 5 games are going to be pretty tough, and we'll talk about those obviously in the future. Let's get next game.
Yeah, move on. Next game is that I wanted us to look at here is the Houston Arkansas game.
Yeah.
Houston looked good, man.
Dude.
Their offense, this is the difference. This is going to be the difference for them. If they're going to go far, this offense has got to keep clicking like it did. I will say Arkansas is not like a defensive.
No, their defense is so bad.
Not like a defensive, juggernaut here. But still, they could not stop Houston to save their lives, man.
Mhm.
Houston was looking really, really good. Their freshmen, Chris Sinak and Kingston Flemings, are really impressive players. You got the experience with Milos Uzan and Joseph Tugler and Emmanuel Sharp. Like, they've got what you need there. And of course, their defense is going to be good, although they gave up 85.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts?
I predicted Houston to win this game. I just think that I pretty much just said that they're just too good to lose to Arkansas on any floor. I think even if it was at Arkansas, I would have picked Houston because Arkansas, they're a good team. Their offense is really solid. I mean, Darius Acuff Jr. is he's a freshman too. He's easily one of the best freshmen in the nation. One of the best point guards for sure. Darius Acuff Jr.
No. He was the best player on the court.
Yeah.
That dude is
so
freak.
good. Look, I mean, he finished 20, listen to this. 27 points, played 39 minutes, went 9 of 15.
Yeah.
So, like,
he is really, and he gets all of his shots from 2.
Yeah.
Like, it's at the rim. It's these crazy moves.
He only went 1 of 3 from 3.
I mean, he's insane.
So, they're a great team. Like Tucker said, though, Emmanuel Sharp is their leading scorer. You're going to have him. Like, he's averaging 18 points a game.
I'm kind of shocked by that.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, he dropped 22.
But he had 22, and you're going to have to continue to have that from him if they want to be a great team.
Yeah,
because,
100%.
Because we saw what could happen. I mean, like, again, when they lost against Tennessee, and when they almost lost against Syracuse, and when they almost lost against Auburn.
It's so weird.
It's very weird. But we saw little scares last year too. Even last year's team had some scares, and they lost a few games as well. They lost to Alabama early on last year's team, and they had whatever his name is from Baylor. I forgot his name. It just slipped in my mind.
LJ Cryer.
Yeah, LJ Cryer. Yeah, they kind of relied on him, but Houston, I just think they're too good. Scored 94 points. That's really good.
That's amazing for them.
Really good for Houston.
KenPom wise, Houston
give it to Arkansas. They held in there. 85 points is solid against that defense.
Houston's 10, which is one of their lowest KenPom ratings in, I mean, like the last 5 years, I feel like. Like, they've always been in the top 5.
I'm not super high on them. I think that Final Four prediction, personally, is going to fall short, but
I think BYU is going to fall short.
Yeah, that's true. You do.
So BYU's garbage.
Yeah.
All right. Let me say this. I'll tell you the difference for Arkansas. Trevon Brazile was awful.
Yeah.
I mean, he has been on fire lately, and it's been the difference. He had 5 points, 1 of 3. How can you shoot 3? How can you shoot 3 shots if you've been going off? How do you shoot 3 shots? That makes no sense.
Yeah, I'm also curious on why he only played 21 minutes.
Maybe he was limited, or like he was just so bad they were keeping him off the floor.
Malik Ewan had 20 off the bench though.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. Malik Ewan.
Oh yeah, he did. I'm sorry.
Had 20.
I was looking at Thomas, but here's the thing for Arkansas. This is a dangerous team.
Oh yeah,
dangerous team. If Trevon Brazile is on, this is a really, really dangerous team. I like Carter Knox and Billy Richmond. Those are the 2 of my favorite players on this team, along with Acuff. I think they're the 3 keys to this team.
Mm-hmm.
And Brazile, but he's kind of wishy-washy. I'll tell you, I'm very disappointed in DJ Wagner. He has been so underwhelming. I thought he would be so good. And I think he started at Kentucky, transferred to Arkansas.
He went with John Calipari.
Yeah.
He just followed him.
Anytime he shoots the ball, I'm like, sweet, let him shoot. He's terrible.
Yeah.
Which I'm sorry. Nothing against you. If you ever watched this, that was wrong. But he's just not good, man. Like, I don't know.
But they were Arkansas was on a 4-game win streak. Louisville, Fresno State, Texas Tech, and Queens. I know Queens and Fresno State are not very good, but still, Louisville and Texas Tech, those are really good wins.
Yeah, they have some good wins. Like, I'm telling you, I think they are going to be very dangerous in the SEC. Yeah, I would not want to play them, especially at Arkansas.
Yeah, I agree.
And
100.
Here's the thing, though: defense is going to be the issue for them.
Yeah,
it's going to be the issue.
I think their defense KenPom rating is in the 40s.
It's 50.
50.
It's right at 50.
Right at 50. Yikes.
Yeah, but hear this: we're big Alabama fans.
Oh yeah, Alabama's is terrible.
68. They're terrible.
They dropped even more.
These teams are actually kind of comparable. Alabama and Arkansas, very heavy offensive teams, but Arkansas is a little bit better defensively, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, both teams shot really well overall. I think what it comes down to is the points off the turnovers. Houston had 9 turnovers, and Arkansas scored 9 points on those. Arkansas had 12 turnovers, and Houston had 19 points off those turnovers.
I don't know if you saw this. It was the first half. There was a string where Houston went on this big run, and the lead ballooned to like 23.
It says the largest lead, 21.
Okay, 21, and they were turning the ball over, and Houston was capitalizing every time.
Yeah.
And then they stopped turning the ball over, Arkansas, and guess what? They climbed back in it.
Yep.
So the turnovers were, I think, a big part of the game, and that's Houston defense for it.
Yes.
What was the points? Oh. What was the point totals for each half for Arkansas?
Oh, Arkansas had 41 and 44.
Okay, consistent.
Houston had 49 and 45.
Woo.
So 49 and a quarter for Houston is
quarter.
I mean, and a half.
I'm just messing.
I said quarter, didn't I? Yeah, 49 and a half is probably one of their best ever that I can remember, because they're just not. That's just not like their play style.
That's Arkansas. I mean, that's Houston's best win, by the way.
No, oh yeah, definitely.
But they handled them. I mean, from start to finish, Houston was in control of that game, and I think Arkansas again is a dangerous team.
Yes,
I think both of these teams are going to compete in their leagues. So, good game. That was a good one. Let's touch real quickly. North Carolina and Ohio State was a 1-point game. That game was crazy at the end. Ohio State took the lead on a awesome 3-point shot, and I was like, wow, they're about to win this game. But North Carolina kept clawing back. Well, not clawing back.
Yeah.
They made the necessary plays in the last minute.
Henry Vasar.
Henry Vasar. There was actually a play where what guard was it? I'm failing to remember.
Was it Seth Trimble?
Trimble, dude, he's a good player. Trimble
had 17.
He fell down and he passed it to Vasar.
That was the dunk. That was the dunk. Yeah.
I mean, had he not fallen down, I don't think that it would have triggered the defender to kind of step forward for him to make that pass as he's falling down, for him to make that dunk so easy.
But what an incredible game. Me and Tucker were talking about it over the phone. And I said, if you watched our last episode, I said, if you shut down Bruce Thornton, you're going to win this game. And I was wrong, because now he did have 16 still, but I was expecting him to have like a 30-point performance to win this game, because I just didn't.
They were right there, man.
I didn't think that Ohio State was that good, but all 5 starters were in double digits.
I saw that.
But they had the big takeaway:
zero on the bench,
0 bench points.
You can't have that.
Especially when you have 2 guys playing over 10 minutes. You got to have one of those guys make a basket. I mean, one basket wins the game. So
the crazy thing is that's just not a lot of. You look at the minutes for their starters; they are logging a ton of minutes. Their bench is not logging anything.
No,
I mean, so it must be a big drop off with him from like starters to bench. There's not a very deep team, but that speaks to. It sounds like they've got a good 5, and then it's just. After that, it's not great. But hey, man, they competed. They're a good team.
They're way better. They're way better than I thought they were going to be. Bruce Thornton, who's been there for 10 years, it seems like, is an incredible player.
50 years, man.
I probably think the difference is just the talent between the 2 teams. I mean, Caleb Wilson is a beast. 20 points, 15,
freshman of the year, baby.
20 points, 15 rebounds.
He was my pick, man.
He's
so good.
He has a good chance. Henry Vasar, 17 points, 10 rebounds.
He's an Arizona transfer.
Seth Trimble, 17 points.
Great player.
So, like, you had 3 guys over 15, and those 3 guys are actually, no, I wouldn't say they're better than all of. I wouldn't say that, because Bruce Thornton's better than Seth Trimble, but I wouldn't say Bruce Thornton's better than Henry Vasar or Caleb Downs. Personally.
Caleb Downs.
Oh, my bad. Caleb Wilson. Caleb Downs is a football player.
He plays for Ohio State, so maybe that's what you got.
Yeah. So if you're wondering why I'm looking over here, I keep on looking at my computer. My computer's off the screen, looking at the stats, because we're just trying to figure out what we don't have paper. I don't really like having paper personally, but maybe I should start printing some off.
Look, I'll be honest.
Be a little more like Josh Bate.
With North Carolina, I don't know if their schedule has not been great yet.
No,
and I don't think it's gonna be great in the ACC, because you've got like 3 or 4 teams who are good, but like. Okay, they did beat Kansas. I think that is by far their most impressive win. And that was with Darren Peterson, I think. But in their other games, like They got
Yes, it
whooped.
was.
They got whooped by Michigan State. I mean,
Yeah.
just handled. You're only beating teams like Navy by 12, Radford by 15,
Barely beat Kentucky.
barely beat Kentucky when they were having their struggles.
And it was at Kentucky, but still
by 3, and you're beating Ohio State by 1. There's a lot of close calls here and a blowout by Michigan State. I wonder when they play Duke and when they play Louisville and then Virginia, how those teams are going to.
Their next 6 games are unranked, and then they play their first ranked game. It says date to be announced still against Virginia.
How's that not?
I don't know. But they go SMU, Wake Forest, Stanford, Cal, Notre Dame, then Virginia.
No, it's Saturday on January 24th.
Oh, it says TBD.
Yeah, the time is to be determined.
Oh, okay. It's just not giving me the date for some reason. Anyway, and they don't play Duke until the 7th of February.
The ACC is just not a good.
It's fallen off.
Dude.
It's fallen off. It used to be. I remember. Don't you think the ACC used to be the pinnacle of college basketball? Like, didn't you think that, or was it just me?
I mean, they were definitely up there, and at times they were the best. I mean, back in the day, it was the Big East.
Yeah, but I thought
that was the team. That was a conference.
I thought I remember when. Oh no, Syracuse was Big East for a while. Weren't
Syracuse, UConn, and Louisville were all in
the
Big East at one time, and
That's
and
right.
like you had Villanova still, but yeah, no, there have been times when ACC has been really good, like when Virginia's been hot. Louisville has been really. There's been times when Notre Dame's been good, and of course Duke and North Carolina are always solid.
Yeah.
But Miami's had good years where they made the Final Four. So, anyways, it's going to be bad. It's going to be a bad league. I just don't know. I don't know how good North Carolina really is. There just seems to be something missing, and I don't know about Hubert Davis as a coach. Like he's fine, but like he's just not. He does not impress me. He's not one of those coaches. I'm just like, dude. Like this guy's got a year in, year out, has a legit team. You know, they missed a tournament after being ranked number 1 preseason a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
But hey, credit them. I think Ohio State's actually a pretty solid team. Not great, solid team. They'll be like middle of the pack, Big Ten. You know, they're not going to be competing with Michigan and Purdue.
No, there was no big discrepancies here. I mean, the biggest one, I guess, was 3-point percentage or 3 points made. North Carolina made 8 of 27, and Ohio State went 4 of 20. So both teams did not shoot well, but you doubled their threes. So
you did have a chance to win the game though at the end.
Yes, they got a good shot.
Great look. I don't know how you give that up.
They got a great look. I know me neither.
They just missed, and they had a putback, but it was blocked.
Yeah.
So, anyways, great game on that one, man. That one came down to the wire. And let's move on now to the final game we're going to talk about here. Best game by far was Texas Tech beating Duke. And please tell.
I was just about to say this before Tucker says anything. Well before the game happened, he said you texted me 2 teams. You said this person beats this person. Then he says Texas Tech beats Duke. And I said
I need to look. I can't remember what the first game was.
I just said I don't think Texas Tech is good enough to beat Duke. And we already saw that I was wrong again. So that's another point for Tucker because
let's see. What did I say? I said Houston beats Arkansas and Texas Tech beats Duke.
Yes. Yeah. So he said Houston beats Arkansas, Texas Tech beats Duke. We have proof of that on our text messages. But what a call by Tucker. I didn't think that Texas Tech had it in them, but they just kept on fighting and fighting and fighting. Just like they were down. Like 15.
It was like 15 or 16. It looked ugly. I was like, well.
It was bad. And next thing you know, they took the lead. And you're like, what is happening?
They just kept fighting, dude.
But, man.
Christian Anderson is a good player to complement Obi.
Yes. Dude, you can
JT Toppin. JT.
I said this in our last episode. You probably didn't watch the whole thing either.
I did not, but I listened to a good chunk of it.
It's okay. I said that when I look at the players, I think JT Toppin is probably the best player overall, even though Cameron Boozer has proven that he's a little bit. I mean, I just still think JT Toppin's better from experience. Then I said Cameron Boozer is better than Christian Anderson, but Christian Anderson is easily the next best player behind those 2 guys. Easily. It's not even
close. Out of those 2 teams?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, he's really good.
I said, I looked at the stats. I looked at everyone's stats on the Duke's team. I was like, you can't say that Christian Anderson is not the next best player after those 2 guys.
What do you think he's averaging a game?
Oh, he's averaging like 20.1.
19.9, yeah.
Okay.
It's close. I mean,
Yeah.
he
I only
has
know that
been,
because I looked recently.
he has been really, really good. And JT Toppin averages 21.6.
Yeah.
I mean, he is 21.6, 10.5.
Yes, dude. He's so good.
I mean, this dude is just
So
a
good.
freak. I mean, so is Cameron Boozer.
Yeah,
This
Cameron Boozer is also a beast.
Dude's crazy.
Uh-huh.
He led them in points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah, and he still, he does. I think he does the whole the team in general. He leads all three categories. But I think the problem with this team is what we saw and what you said, what you predicted, that they leaned too much on Cameron Boozer. The next highest scorer was 13. His little brother. Well, actually, I don't know who's older. His twin brother, I meant to say.
He's
Caden.
better. He's better than Cameron.
Yeah.
He had 19 minutes in this game. I'm shocked by that.
I know. Caden Boozer had 13. That was the next highest score. You just can't have that.
You see their starters had 4, 8, 4, 8.
Yeah.
And 23 for Boozer. That's not good enough for your starters. And when we talk about their youth, I think this is where it's gonna, it's gonna cost them in like a tournament game or something like this, where your starters besides Cameron, he's gonna get his.
Yeah.
But what if he has a bad game? He hasn't had a bad game yet,
not really.
but he's going to. He is going to have a bad game. It happens to every single player. There's going to be a game where he has like 10 points, 12 points. What are you going to do? Who are you going to turn to?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the difference, though. If we talk about Josh Pate, he talks about these do-up spots, like you're due up for a better performance. I think Texas Tech was due for a win like this. They've lost to Illinois. They lost to Arkansas. They were competitive in these games.
Got smashed by Purdue.
They did get smacked by Purdue. They've lost all these big games. And it's like, this is your last chance to get a huge win. Like, this is it. You've got to pick it up. Duke's had a lot of these wins, and some have been really close. Like, they escaped Florida. They escaped Arkansas. So I was like,
escaped Michigan State.
I just thought about it. I was like, they're due for a loss. Texas Tech is due for a win. They've got to have this.
Yeah.
But, I mean, honestly, Duke handled this game until they just started slipping.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they kind of ran out of gas, but also the youth started showing. And JT Toppin and Christian Anderson are just a dynamic duo.
They
for
really
Texas
are.
Tech. I mean, it's crazy how good those two guys are.
Largest lead for Duke was 17. Largest lead for Texas Tech was 9, which I think was early.
Wait, did you talk about this game?
You
predicted
I was predicting it.
Yeah,
predicting it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was doing predictions.
So Lawan Watts is a good player
for
Texas Tech too. He averages 15 a game, but he fouled out with I feel like there was 10 minutes left in the game or more.
I was wondering why I didn't see him.
He fouled out.
I was wondering why I didn't see him.
And he had in his 27 minutes, he had 20 points.
Yeah, I think
so.
Yeah, that's impressive. I really think that Texas Tech can be a good team, even in the Big 12. They could compete if they can get more from Donovan Atwell. If they can get him, like somehow he's averaging. It still says he's averaging 10.8 every time I look at it. He's got 5. Yes, literally every single time I watch the game, he has 2 points.
It's got to be in these scrub games.
Points.
He's dropping 20.
Yeah, I don't understand what's happening. He really has to start having 10 to 15 in these big games. And they're going to take the next jump as a team, because their team is not bad. They just haven't been performing. So
it's
until this game.
We've talked about this before. Darion Williams transferring to NC State. If they still had him, this team would be a top 10 easy team all season long. I mean, he's that big of a difference maker. I don't know why he transferred. I loved him on Texas Tech. He fit perfectly in this scheme. And he had a great season last year.
And he could do everything on the floor. He rebounds, plays defense, and he can shoot threes.
Maybe it was NIL. I don't know.
That's the only thing I can think of.
But I will say this game had that big game feel. It was in Madison Square Garden, I believe.
Let me
and
make sure.
I think it was. And it was Duke got up by 16 or something. And
the biggest lead was 17.
I'm not going to say they relaxed, but it was just Texas Tech just kept fighting and fighting and fighting. And for them to come back, what was the second half?
So Texas Tech in the first half, 36, Duke 46. Second half,
they won by 2 in the second, or won by
46 for Texas Tech, 35 so almost flipped perfectly.
I mean, they really fought hard
for those games.
Christian Anderson made some big buckets. JT Toppin always is going to make big buckets.
Yeah.
Again,
The Madison Square Garden.
look at
20,000 people in attendance.
Look at Duke's schedule, please.
Yes.
They're gonna run their way through.
Oh yeah, they're gonna run their way to the ACC. Well, they go Georgia Tech, Florida State, then Louisville. So their first test in the ACC is January 6th.
I think it's clearly
at Louisville.
It is Duke, Louisville, North Carolina, Virginia. Those are the only 4 teams that I could see legitimately competing for the ACC crown. And at that, I think North Carolina is even a tick below. I would say even Louisville.
They're higher ranked, but I still think they're worse.
Yeah, but Louisville got whooped by Tennessee, but they were missing
Mikael Brown Jr.
Yeah, they're missing their best player. I mean, of course you're going to lose at Tennessee by 50. So
it shouldn't have been as bad as it was, but you're likely to lose that
game. This was a great game.
Oh, dude, incredible.
Great game.
Incredible.
So that was a tournament game.
Yes.
Speaking of the tournament, let's talk about Joel Klatt's tournament take. That's it for the recap. Great games. That kind of wraps up the good non-conference games.
College basketball is dead this week. It's pretty much dead next week until the 3rd, January 3rd.
But I do want to make a plug. Next week, we're going to talk about our favorite games of the non-conference, what we thought were the best games or our favorite games. And we're also going to talk about bold predictions for conference season.
Yes.
So conference plays coming up, and there will be some. Duke is playing Michigan.
When?
In the middle of the non-conference. Look at their schedule. It's in the middle of January and February. And I was like, that is a huge. Yeah, they've taken a pause. I don't know if it's an ACC Big Ten challenge or what it is.
Oh, it is.
There it is.
February 21st. That is going to be awesome.
Okay. That is going to be a huge game.
I need to make sure I'm free that day.
Yeah, that is. Oh, no.
What? I think I'm going to be at the Rascal Flat concert.
You've
got to be kidding me, dude.
God bless the broken road.
Oh, my goodness. That hurts.
So let's talk about this NCAA tournament take.
Yeah, read that quote.
If you don't know who Joel Klatt is a college football guy. He's got a podcast. I actually like him and Gus Johnson on Fox, their game. They do Big Noon Kickoff every Saturday. They call the biggest Big 10 or Big 12 game. I actually like them. I think Joel Klatt's a good guy. He does have some odd takes at times. He seems to me to be like an SEC hater as well.
Yeah.
Anyways, he was on a podcast and there's this big talk in college football about the college football playoff and, the group of 5 getting in and, James Madison and Tulane got absolutely destroyed and people are up in arms about them getting in the playoff. And so Joel Klatt,
the whole point was we want to see the best teams play because in college football, you're never going to see a Cinderella.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. It will not happen.
Yeah. You just can't make it through that gauntlet against teams like Ohio State, Bama, Indiana this year.
Yeah.
So anyways, here's what Joel Klatt said. He started talking about the NCAA tournament. And to be fair, he has come back and kind of said that was a terrible way to put it and a terrible take. This is a terrible take.
Yes, it's horrible.
I mean, this is atrocious. Listen to this. He said, in fact, hot take. I mean, the hottest of all takes that I've ever had in my entire life. The NCAA basketball tournament is a joke. Pause there. That's already a joke of a comment.
Yeah.
But he said, he keeps going. It gets worse. It's the dumbest tournament and the least fair tournament in all of sports. We go and we put teams at odd times on neutral sites in a one-game affair. That doesn't crown a true champion. We're not doing anything that tells us who's the best team over the course of the entire season.
I saw someone comment and they said this has to be rage bait because he literally described what fairness is.
Because that's exactly right.
How can it get more fair playing at a neutral site on at a random date? Teams at odds. It doesn't I don't understand how
I think what he's trying to say is
I do understand
those teams that earned a 1 seed, for example, have to go play at 11:40 a.m. against a 16 seed who could possibly upset that. That's only happened twice.
Yes,
but a 14 seed,
but
playing
But if you do,
Three or whatever.
if you pay attention to the March Madness tournament and you pay attention to the location, all the 1 seeds are closest to. They get closest to their home.
They get preferential
Yes.
treatment.
So like a few years ago, Alabama was in Birmingham.
They were the first overall seed.
They were a first overall seed that year. I think they deserved it, and they got Birmingham. This year, if they're a 1 seed, let's just say they do, they'll probably be in Tampa, which is far away, but it's the closest city to them. So it's like it makes no sense to me. And here's why we all love March Madness. This is the reason why we love March Madness. It's because of the Cinderella. How many complaints did we hear last year of, oh, the mid-majors are dead. NIL killed the mid-majors. NIL is killing college basketball. Did you not hear that over and over last year?
Yeah. And I mean, the Cinderella is, I don't know if it's going to happen as much anymore.
No, it won't.
But that is what makes March Madness and magical is those runs where you've got like Florida Gulf Coast making it to the Sweet 16 as a 15 seed, where you've got Loyola,
St. Peter's making it to the Elite Eight.
Yeah, making it all these 15 and 14 and 13 seeds, like going all the way down the line and winning these games. And it's like, that is the magic of March right there. Like that's the fun part about it. But also I'm sitting here thinking, he says, at the end of that comment, we go and put teams at odd times on neutral sites in a 1-game affair. And I'm thinking, what odd times? He's talking about playing at 11:40 in the morning, or like what's he talking? I don't know. On neutral sites in a 1-game affair. But the other part that doesn't crown a true champion. We're not doing anything that tells us who's the best team over the course of the entire season. My thought is, like with any tournament, don't you have to put yourself up against other teams? Like you don't know who you're going to play until you get there. I mean, like what does he want to crown a true champion? Because like, to me, if you run through a gauntlet like that, like you deserve to be crowned the champion. If you win those 5 games or whatever it is in the NCAA tournament, you deserve to be the champion. That's a gauntlet to run through. I don't care who you're playing, even if you get a favorable draw. Like if you make it there and win, you're the champion. That is a hard thing to do, no matter where you're at in the bracket. I mean, that is hard to do. And I mean, no. Does the best team always win? No. That
I was going to mention that too.
But like, here's what I would say is getting your team up to play game after game in the NCAA tournament to win it all shows an excellent team, shows a team that is worthy to win a championship. Because like, that's hard to do, to go through this tournament against these other teams that are desperately wanting a championship. And it is a 1-game series. Like you could be off, like to get your team up to play at a high level over and over again in the NCAA tournament. That's the mark of a good team, of a championship team. So,
I was going to say, I mentioned them to mention to Tucker in the car. Sorry for the stutter there. I corrected myself a little bit because he mentioned like 10, 15 years ago when Shabazz Napier and what was his name? Ryan Boatwright. Yeah, not Brandon. Ryan Boatwright. They won the national championship and they were like an 8 seed. They weren't the best team. But last year, I would say Florida was the best team in the country. I don't think you can disagree with that.
Definitely one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, not even.
And all the 1 seeds made it, and they kind of proved to everyone that they weren't the best team in the country. I think Houston before that was the best team in the country. I went to that game when they played Alabama in the Final Four, and I just said they have no chance. Alabama shot 70% from 3 and was still down at halftime. How does that even happen? Because that's how good that team was. The year before that, I think UConn again was the best team in the country. The best teams usually win because, like Tucker said, they prepare themselves to go through the gauntlet.
They were like a 4 seed that year, though.
Yeah, I still think they were the best team in the country, though. I really do.
They were really good.
That team was so good. I think that team, personally, was better than the team with Donovan Clingan. The Adame Sanogo team, because they had Jordan Hawkins and the other kid, the other white kid, and they still had Alex Caravan because he's been there for 10 years. He's won both of those championships. But what I'm trying to say is that usually the best team comes out. When Villanova won in 2017, they were easily that one was a really boring March Madness, I remember, but they won. They were the best team in the country.
There's no boring March Madness. I don't care what anybody says.
In 2019, after Virginia lost to a 16 seed, they came back and they won. They were the best team. They were.
I don't know.
I think I agree with that.
Here's what I'm going to say about Joel's take, though, is he's saying it's not fair. You're not crowning the true champion. So it makes it seem like, the teams that are the quote unquote best that get upset or something. Well, it's not fair that they got upset. And it's like, it's a tournament.
Play better.
Like, be better.
Literally.
Right? Like you can't be given all these chances. Like, this is a 1-game sample size. You've got to get your team up to win this game. But here's what I would say to that is, by the way you play in the tournament, you are rewarded with a higher seed, which is supposed to give you a easier path to the Final Four. Like, if you're a 1 seed, you have an easier path than, let's say, a 5 seed.
Yeah, you play a 16,
or 6 or 8 seed.
So as a 1, you play a 16, and then you play an 8 or a 9. And then I don't remember what you play.
I think
after
you play
that.
like a 5 or 4.
A 5 or a 4, or you play something else depending on what happens. So like the 1 seeds obviously have the advantage. Now
they get rewarded.
Yes,
so if you lose, it is on you, your team. Like, you can't make an excuse. And I don't think there's any coach out there that sits there and is like, "Boy, we need to change the NCAA tournament. Like, this isn't working. It's not fair." Nobody says that. Joel Klatt just talking out of his neck, as you say.
Yeah, he really was.
I don't know what his deal is, but he did come out and say, that he was wrong on that. This is the greatest tournament ever.
It is.
Everybody loves this tournament. And we talked about tournament expansion. Please don't expand the tournament, guys.
Please.
Like, it is so good.
NCAA, I know we're small. I know we don't have the clout that some people have.
Don't expand the tournament.
Please don't expand the tournament.
It is so good where it's at.
Joel Klatt, you'll be tagged in a recent video. So
I just, I think he was just trying to make a point about the college football playoff. And but this was just way out in left field. There was literally nobody who says that this tournament is dumb and unfair.
Yeah.
And right, it is like the most fair tournament. It gives everybody a shot. I guess he's maybe talking about those top teams, like having to, put themselves, not getting a huge event. I don't know, but like
personally, I don't even think, it's my opinion, I don't think anybody in college football should get a bye. I don't think they deserve a bye. I think everyone should play. I think it should be
I personally think the bye hurts you.
I think it should be 1, 12, 2, 11, so on and so forth. And it would make everything so much easier.
I don't know.
But we can get off football.
I don't know what he's thinking.
Yeah.
I really don't. This is the greatest tournament ever. It unites the country like no other sporting event.
Literally.
Everybody does a bracket. Everybody pays attention. Everybody knows the upsets. Like the teams that are making it,
The fact there's millions and millions of brackets made every year, and every single one of them gets busted. There's never been a perfect bracket, and I don't know if there ever will be.
There will never be.
I mean, it is just so impossible. There's a video. You can go watch a video. I need to put that. I should have put that in the description. There's a video to show you the odds of you winning. Like, ESPN made a video.
Yeah, but it's one in like something
quintillion
trillion or quintillion.
Yeah,
it's
quintillion or something like that.
There's just no way it's ever going to happen. But it's an awesome tournament, man. I look forward. I hope there is a Cinderella this year. I hope that there is, a team that, comes out and shocks the world.
Yep.
I
hope so too.
That wouldn't be as shocking.
Roll Tide.
Anyways, hey, appreciate y'all. No, I'm going to make a plug again for next week's episode. We're only going to do one again next week, I think, because it's New Year's. But we're going to talk about our favorite non-conference games. We're going to talk about bold predictions. Send us your favorite non-conference games. Comment your, bold predictions for the conference slate of the season. So we look forward to coming back next week and do another episode. Probably, I don't know, next Tuesday, probably again.
Something like that.
So
it'll be Tuesday night because I'll be getting back from a youth event.
Yeah.
But we wish you all Merry Christmas. And if you're just tuning in now, please subscribe to the channel. Please tell your friends about us. We are, like I said, on our way to 100 subscribers, and we are slowly but surely growing. Slowly but surely. So we're trying to grow this channel, And let us know what you think about Joel Klatt's take as well. I think this is probably one of the worst takes in sports history in general. Just sports history in general. That's how bad it is.
Wow, you must have not watched Skip Bayless.
Okay, Skip Bayless does have some really bad takes, but I don't think this. I think this is up there. This is just that bad of a take
Max
to me.
Kellerman.
Yeah. Oh, Max Kellerman. Give me Iguodala.
Give me Iguodala. Yeah. All right, guys.
Merry Christmas.
God bless. Merry Christmas.
God bless every one of you. Roll Tide.